Since I was a kid, I loved watching documentaries about the wild. The endless savannas, expeditions to the Arctic, or tigers dip in the jungle. It wasn't just because I liked animals, but because the wild itself felt like a world completely different from the one I lived in, mysterious and fascinating. A place where simply staying alive, constantly protecting yourself from danger is just a life itself. A place where every day is a fight for food, for life. A place where just escaping death doesn't guarantee safety because the next threat is already coming. That was everyday life in the harsh Serengeti. At first, I wondered how they could even live like that. It seemed exhausting, suffocating. I saw those wild animals as both incredible and deeply pitiful. But now I think maybe to them that's just normal, that's life. I used to watch an impala running from a lion and feel thankful I was born human. But lately, I've started to feel maybe in some ways my life isn't so different from that impala's. Out of all the documentaries I've seen, there is one scene that still stands out vividly in my memory. A tiny, newborn zebra is crossing a river full of crocodiles, following its herd. Being attacked at any moment seems to be no surprise at all. And yet, that fragile little one pushes forward desperate, even tragic in its struggle. But the danger doesn't end once the river is crossed. To reach land, the baby zebra must climb up a steep rock. It's far too tall and the zebra is already exhausted from the crossing. Climbing it seems nearly impossible. It slips again and again, its strength failing. There are other zebras nearby, but none intervene. There's no way to help, and honestly, no one has the capacity. In a world where their own lives are constantly hanging by a thread, there is no room for heroics. No one sticks their neck out in the wild. If the zebra can't climb on its own, that's just the end of it. In that moment, I thought, even after crossing the river, this is where it ends. The world isn't just cold, it's brutal. But then something incredible happens. That tiny zebra, against all odds, makes it up. That fragile body somehow scales the rock. I still remember the moment it happened. I couldn't close my mouth. I was stunned. That, I realized, is what it means to fight like your life depends on it, because it truly did. There was no other option. The wild might break you, but it's also what makes you strong. When there is no choice but to survive, strength appears where there was none. Skill shows up where you thought there was only weakness. That baby zebra was already becoming one of the strongest creatures in that merciless land. Sometimes when we truly go all in, when we push like it's life or death, impossible things become possible. But in real life, we're rarely chased by actual lions, so it's not easy to live with that same urgency. And yet, for those who do, those who are either chasing something with that intensity or are being chased by the metaphorical lion we call life, I believe they've already armed themselves with the most powerful weapon of all, the mindset of all or nothing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later in the next video.